Did Joey Durel profit from the creation of the garbage transfer station on Sunbeam Lane? I asked this question after reviewing 3 land deals involving principals on the Sunbeam Lane deal. Those principals are Rodney Savoy, Odon Bacqué Jr., and Lafayette City Parish President L.J. Durel Jr. Rodney Savoy is the manager of Waste Facilities of Lafayette, LLC, the company that bought the 16-plus acres of land on Sunbeam Lane. He's also partnered with Robert Daigle and River Ranch Development, LLC. River Ranch Development bought land from Mr. Durel and his wife in a credit sale that began in 2008. Odon Bacqué Jr. was one party of the group that sold what was known as the Bacqué Farm to Waste Facilities of Lafayette, LLC, on July 6th of this year. At the LCG Council meeting held on October 4th, the head of LCG Permitting and Codes pinpointed the first inquiry regarding the status of the land on Sunbeam Lane. She recalled that in February of this year, her office had been contacted about the property and the review process it would go through if sold. At that time, Odon Bacqué Jr. was a member of the Lafayette Charter Commission. The Charter Commission finished its work in April. Negotiations between Savoy's Waste Facilities of Lafayette and the various entities representing the Bacqué family continued after the Charter Commission completed its work. L.J. Durel Jr.'s possible connection to the Sunbeam Lane deal presents itself by way of that 2008 land deal in which he and his wife sold 85,000 square feet of land to River Ranch Development, Robert Daigle and Rodney Savoy, for $850,000. The legal document describing the transaction identifies it as a credit sale. At least $250,000 was paid to the Durels by River Ranch Development by April 15, 2009. River Ranch Development, Daigle and Savoy, gave the Durels a piece of property in River Ranch to cover the balance of the agreed-upon sale price for the land they had bought from the Durels. The sale document states that the property given to the Durels would be valued at $600,000. There would be no appraisal of the property, and the property was to be selected by River Ranch Development. No legal description of the property is included in the sales document. There is no record in the Lafayette Parish Clerk of Court's office of how the deal between River Ranch and the Durels was resolved. 5 days after Waste Facilities of Lafayette purchased the Sunbeam Lane property, Odon Bacqué Jr. purchased a piece of property in River Ranch from La Savoy Famille LC. Records from the Louisiana Secretary of State's office list Rodney Savoy as a member of that limited liability company as well. That property is described in that sales document as being located at 107 Ellendale Boulevard in River Ranch. Here's the key question. Was the property sold to Mr. Bacqué by Rodney Savoy and his limited liability company, the option property given to the Durels in lieu of their credit sale to River Ranch Development? If Mr. Savoy sold Mr. Bacqué the option property, then Mr. Durel personally profited from the location of the garbage transfer site that has destroyed the value of homes and businesses owned by Lafayette residents. Again, there is no record in the Clerk of Court's office detailing how the Durel sale to River Ranch was resolved. There is no public record whether the Durels executed their option to sell the option property back to River Ranch. Neither is there a record of whether the Durels were paid. Mr. Durel owes the citizens of this parish an accounting of what happened to the option property in his deal with River Ranch, LLC. But mere words will not do. He needs to provide the documents that will substantiate how his sale to River Ranch Development was completed, since they do not exist in the public record. This is not a private transaction. Mr. Durel is the highest-ranking elected official in the parish. The stealth and speed alone with which the permits approving Savoy's garbage transfer site were issued raised questions of ethics and propriety. If Mr. Durel profited in any way from the creation of this garbage transfer site that enriched his friends, then it calls into question his judgment and fitness to serve as city parish president. While people owning homes and businesses near Savoy's site were devastated, Savoy's Waste Facilities of Lafayette, LLC obtained a $50 million line of credit 2 days after he had bought the Bacqué property for $395,000. Mr. Bacqué also owes a public accounting of how the deal on Sunbeam Lane property came about and how he came to purchase that particular River Ranch property from Mr. Savoy's company. As a member of the Charter Commission, Mr. Bacqué was a public official when the first inquiries regarding the Sunbeam Lane property were made to code enforcement. He continues to actively lead the opposition to a change in the form of government in this parish. He appears to have personally profited from the decimation of property values of people living in the city and in the unincorporated parish, which was made possible by exploiting flaws in the current form of government. It's time for Mr. Durel and his cronies to come clean about their deals. Government needs to work for the good of all of us, not just a few well-connected insiders. Insider deals like these undermine the public's faith in our leaders and confidence in our future. I'm Mike Stagg. I want to be City Parish President for all of Lafayette Parish.